Let's talk about a routine that you can do when you next go to the driving range for your driver, right? That's going to give you the best results. Now, basically, to get the best results with driver, what we have to do is we basically have to move the body as best as you physically can. And the better you can move your body, and the better you can kind of synchronize your movement, the less dependent you're going to become on your hands. Now, the biggest problem with driver is golfers who exasperate the tilts, they exasperate the idea of moving this way, trying to hit it from the inside, and they just get stuck. So rather than thinking about swing thoughts, what we're going to do is going to do a few little exercises, the things that are going to help you warm up, move better, and then you can try and reconcile these feelings with inside your golf swing. So the first one is going to be just a simple sort of split handle drill, right? And we've seen people like Rory McIlroy practice this. The idea is you position your hands on the club shoulder width apart, turn your trail hand so it's upward facing. So my right hand's upward towards the sky. And the idea is that you're going to produce some backswing positions. Now, when you're doing this, you're going to turn. You're going to think very much about lifting this club up, okay? Can you see the way that I'm trying to still keep my club on plane? So I'm pointing this club shaft down towards my target line, okay? Like so. And see the way I'm lifting my arms up, okay? So I'm really using my right hand in this exercise to pull my left hand up. And what I'm not doing is I'm not coming around. This is the big one. So when you're doing this exercise, what you're trying to feel is a sense of upward, okay? And that will happen if you move the lower body as I'm demonstrating, not this way. But also you're going to feel a bit more open chested because when you're moving correctly, okay, and you're using your arms correctly, you're going to feel like you're opening up that chest more, right? Golfers who kind of move this way and this way, this is the problem. So you're going to feel more open chested, and that's what you're trying to do with this split handle drill, is really use that right hand to pull that left arm up across your chest as I'm demonstrating like so. Just do it bilaterally, but on the through swing, swing through. So see the way I'm not just going this way, okay, I'm finishing all the way through. Okay, weight finishes nicely on the left side, right foot lifts up as I sort of swing through. And if I sort of show you what that looks like from this angle, so keeping the club on plane and just almost doing it a little bit quicker and quicker and quicker, and then doing the same, quicker, quicker, quicker. And that will get you moving, okay? Now, the next one that I'd strongly suggest is you getting yourself a bit of a rope swing. So again, as I've said in recent videos, obviously I do a lot with Swing Buddy. You know, it's a really well-made rope swing, but you guys can do the same thing. I just think it's such a good thing to warm up with because you can do some right-handed swings where again, you're getting that feeling of that right shoulder moving back and behind your head. Gives you a really good widening arm span. Okay, like so. And then again, as long as I turn through, it's not this way, it's up and through, similar to what I was doing in that previous drill. And then do some left-handed, up, through, up, through, up, through, and then obviously going into some two-handed swings as well. Now, I would say every golfer has some untapped club head speed, okay? And you're going to find that club head speed by doing a few things. One, by doing these types of exercises, so improving your general sort of physical mobility and range of motion, but also just by getting a better idea of really what we're trying to do, reference the swing, and trying to make sure that we understand when we're hitting driver, we position the ball slightly further forward. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to swing back, up, get that feeling of using that trail hand to lift your left arm up across your chest, and then down and finish the swing. And if you can start to do this, make that backswing longer, get that better rotation in, more of a lift and a down move, what will start to happen is you'll produce more club head speed, but what you'll also do is you'll start to notice that if I move my body correctly, okay, as opposed to these types of movements or these types of movements, then you'll naturally start to swing quicker as well. And the analogy to that is, imagine if I was going to throw a ball or skim a stone. If I was doing it correctly, I can kind of release that as fast as I kind of can, right? But if I was doing it in the wrong direction, you'd almost have to slow down to compensate for it. And that's ultimately what you're looking for. So what you want to do then is just do some swings, just hitting the tee. Okay, you're looking for good, committed club head speed, and then you're going to hit some And again, you're just going to try and do your absolute best not to try and guide it. This is the big thing with driver. You know, we don't want to try and guide it straight down the fairway. What we want to try and do is swing and trust it. And if that means that your first few shots are a little erratic, then that's absolutely fine. Just have a good go, big turn, big swing through, okay? And just make sure that you're getting into those familiar positions, right? So set up ball position slightly further forward, and then from there, that rotation, get over and towards that lead side, boom, boom, okay? And doing that, as I'm hitting these, I'm not trying to draw it, I'm not trying to fade it, I'm not trying to force it, I'm just trying to swing. And I'm almost just having an element of acceptance when I'm looking down this fairway here, or down the range. You know, I know that my tee shot might go 20, 30 yards left. I know it might go 20, 30 yards right of where I'm aiming. So I'm not trying to force anything in particular. All I'm trying to do is make sure that I don't try and guide it. I'm just trying to make sure that I trust that swing back, through. And if you start to get this position and this position correct, I promise you, you'll start to find driver a lot easier to use. So go through that warm-up routine. Don't just go in cold turkey, hitting some drivers. Welcome in. I'll see you soon.